Today's practice is a Mindflow for flu and cold recovery. So if you're just overcoming an illness and you need help feeling good in your body again, this practice is for you. So we combine some meditation, some breath work, and some movement, and I'd like you to decide what you feel like practicing today. So if movement is not something you want to do and you need more rest, then use this time to rest your body. And I'll give you some cues to choose whether you want to join in or skip out. Step one for practice is to make yourself a nice hot tea. So whenever I'm feeling unwell, I make a lemon honey ginger tea. You can also beef it up with some turmeric or cinnamon or maybe some medicinal mushrooms to just bolster your immune system and help reduce inflammation in the body. Already just that one step to make you feel better. For the practice, we're going to have a blanket and a bolster, and we're going to begin in a comfortable seat. So you can either sit on your bolster or you can find a chair. And if you have a nice cozy blanket and you want to wrap up in it, feel free to wrap up. We'll begin here sitting upright and closing our eyes and just taking a breath in and out through the nose. We're using the breath to begin to just center the mind, to connect to the body, to the space where we are. And then just begin deepening the breath in and out through the nose. And if you're feeling a little congested today, feel free to take your breaths in and out through your mouth as you need to. Slow, steady breath in and out. And just noticing how you're feeling in this moment. One more breath in and out here. And then we're going to come into an alternate nostril breath together. So you can take your right hand up to your nose, and we'll take our forefinger and middle finger to the space between the brows or the forehead, and then take your thumb to the right nostril and close the nostril. We're going to exhale out of the left nostril. Breathe all the way out. And then we'll inhale through the left nostril to the top of your breath. We'll close the nostril with our fingers and then lift the thumb, exhale out of the right. Keep the right side open, inhale. Close the right nostril with thumb, open the left, exhale. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close and exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Continue the breath on your own and really just following the rhythm of your own breath. And again, if you are congested and need to take a couple breaths out of the mouth, go ahead and just return to the alternate nostril breath when you're ready. See if you can keep all of your awareness and attention just following the breath. We have just under a minute left. We can soften the muscles of the face as we breathe. Make sure the shoulders and neck are relaxed. Feeling the full capacity of our inhale and our exhale. You can finish with an exhale through the right nostril. And then open up. You can lower the right hand down to the knee. And just take a few breaths here. In and out through the nose. Notice if you've been able to clear any congestion here. We should feel a little more centered, a little more focused. Opening your eyes. Good, and then maybe we'll take a sip of our tea. And you can decide if you want to move your body with me or if you want to lie down or stay seated and just join in when you're ready. If you're joining me for the movement portion, we're going to stand up and we can set any props we have with us aside. Coming onto the feet and really planting down firmly through the feet, toes, heels, inner, outer edges. We'll take the arms up on our inhale, reach and extend out of the body, and on the exhale, let them drop like rope. We'll inhale through the nose, reach up. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Once more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Good. Standing nice and tall. On the next exhale, let's drop the chin down into the chest and just breathe into the back of the neck, noticing sensation here. Gently rolling the right ear over the right shoulder. Finding a little lift of your chin. Exhale down through center, over to the other side. And then side to side on your own, let's start to open up the space of the neck, the throat. Notice any sensation here, any aches, any tension or tightness. Keep the breath moving in and out through the nose. And let's make full circles with the head if it feels okay for your neck. Coming all the way around. Change direction. Opening up the space of the neck and coming back to center. On your inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. Let's roll them back and down, and we can exaggerate the movements. We take it into the whole body. Inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, as you come back and down, we can lean back, bend our knees, and then start to slouch the upper body forward. Roll yourself back up, almost ragdolling up. On the inhale, back. Forward, exhale, roll up, inhale. So we're snaking the body, opening the shoulders and starting to get into the spine and hips, get into the legs and feet. And then change direction. We can bring the shoulders forward, hollow the belly around the spine, bend your knees, and then lift like there's a string attached to your chest, pulling you upward. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, deep breathing, inhale. Once more like this. Inhale, rise. Let's just pick the shoulders up, bring them back and down to open up through the chest. On your inhale, take the arms high. We're gonna interlace the fingers, release our index fingers, and then see if we can bring biceps to the ears, palms together, shoulders pressed down, feet pressed down. Lengthen up and over to your left on your exhale. And as we extend through the fingers to the left, let the hips shift a little right. So we're creating this crescent shape with our bodies. Inhale, back to center, lengthen tall. Exhale over to the other side. Opening up the space of the side waist, the space between your hips and your shoulders. Inhale, back to center. One more each side, just tick-tock. This should feel good in the body. And back to center. We can either keep our arms extending up if that's okay, or take your hands to your low spine. We're gonna come into a little heart opener, a little back bend, shifting the weight into the toes, lift through the heart. Pull the shoulders back. We can let the head fall back and open up through the throat if it's okay. If your arms are extending up, then we're gonna keep biceps with ears as we lift the heart and drop the head and arms. In the body with the breath. Stay here, keep breathing. Open up through the throat and chest. Back to center on your inhale, and then gently forward fold. So we'll bend the knees, bow the upper body over the legs, and let the arms hang heavy. We can hold opposite elbows. Now this might feel really heavy in your head for a moment here. We're letting the blood flow in a new direction. Keep the breath moving. Maybe add a little sway side to side, releasing any tension or tightness in the low back. Now if we want to take this forward fold a little deeper, take the hands under the feet from the front, bring the toes to the creases of the wrists and pull against your feet. Send the shoulders back and reach the crown of head toward the ground. This is going to stretch through the backs of the legs a little more deeply, lengthen your spine. Pull the shoulders down the back, maybe play with sending the weight forward in the toes and lifting through your hips. Wherever you are, we're going to soften out of it. Keep the knees bent and roll yourself back up to standing, nice and slow. Pull the shoulders back and down. Good. From here, we're going to bend the knees and come down into a squat position and just place your hands on the thighs. And we're going to play a little bit with emptying the belly completely, really hollowing it out, and then massaging the digestive organs, finding a bit of movement through abdominals. So hands on the knees, feet about hip distance apart. We're going to exhale the breath completely. And as you do that, feel the belly pulling in. And when the breath is all the way out, we're going to engage the abdominals and try to move through the belly, opening up the belly and then contracting again, releasing and contracting. And we're trying to massage the digestive organs here. And then when you need to take your next inhale, take a breath in, take a breath out, maybe another inhale. And we'll try that again. Exhale all the way, sucking in the belly, and then just trying to find a little bit of a belly roll. This may be something you did as a kid. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to go the other way. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Maybe another inhale. And exhale. Hollow out the belly. Empty the body completely. And roll. Good. Inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, roll back up to your standing position, pulling the shoulders back and down, and just softening out the legs, softening out the arms, softening out the belly, feet a little wider than your hips, and we'll come into a little twist. Imagine your arms are like rope from the shoulders, and the hands are just going to gently tap the body, sending vibration through your body, awakening the internal organs, especially kidneys here. Steady breathing in and out. Soft shoulders, soft belly, soft hips. Keep the breath moving. And we'll slow this movement down a little bit. Slowing down the momentum, coming back to center, bringing your feet hip distance apart, feet parallel to each other. And here we just want to hop on our heels, so stomping into those heels, bend the knees, soften your hips, soften your belly, your arms hang like rope. And we're just feeling this vibration coming up through the legs, activating our lymphatic system here, cleansing and healing, steady breathing in and out. And again, you're just going to take the parts of this practice that feel good for you today. You can pause whenever you need to, rest whenever you need to. Keep breathing. Slowing it down, taking the hands to the hips, and we'll just circle our hips. A few times one direction and then change. Good. From here, we're going to come down into a squat position, so feet about hip distance, maybe a little wider. Come on down to your mat. sinking the hips down between the heels. If it feels okay, we're going to bring the palms together. If you need more support, keep your hands on the floor. Shifting the weight into the heels, we're pressing against the inner thigh with the elbows lengthening upward. Find your breath. Tune into the sensation in your hips, in your low spine, in your feet. And then bringing the hands to the floor, we're just going to transition the weight into one foot, drop the knee, and then over to the other side. Just shifting the weight side to side, getting into our feet and our ankles and our hips. And then back into your squat position. If you need a little more support here, you can always take your bolster under your sit bones. We're going to take the right hand to the ground, the left arm high, find a lengthening twist, reach and extend, opening through the shoulder, opening through the chest, back to center when you're ready, and over to the other side. Nice little twist, back to center, once more each side on your own. Another side. Coming back to center. From here, we're gonna heel toe the feet together and then drop the knees down onto your mat. We're gonna keep our toes tucked, so I'll show you from the side. So this is a deeper stretch for the feet. We're gonna slowly sit back onto the heels. And if those pinky toes need some help, we can help them out. Lengthening up through crown of head. Now, if this ever feels too much for you, you can always come back onto your feet and just sit back into the heels here, or come onto your bolster and find your seat on your bolster. Lengthening up, let's take the arms high. We're gonna just stretch out through the shoulders here. So with the arms lifting, we're gonna come over to the right elbow with the left hand and then pull that arm behind your back. Good, just feeling into the stretch through the shoulder. If you like, we can find a little bend up and over to our left. Inhale, back to center, reach high. Let's do the other side. Right hand to left shoulder, or sorry, left elbow. Inhale. Maybe a little lean over to your right. Inhale, coming back to center. Perfect. Let's bring the hands in front of the body and we're just going to tap out the feet. From your tabletop position, let's just extend one leg back and then the other, opening up through the backs of the legs. And then pressing the floor away, exhale, hollow the belly around the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin. Exhale, hollow round. Inhale, drop the belly, open the heart. And then taking the hips to the right, circle back into the heels, exhale, over to the left and forward, inhale. If you need more space in your hip circles, walk the hands forward on your mat. Or walk the legs back. And then we'll change direction. And then back to center, we're gonna go on and sit down. So coming onto your sit bones, feet on the ground, holding the knees. On your inhale, take the heart forward. On the exhale, hollow and round. If you need a little more elevation under your sit bones, you can use your blanket there. We're gonna take our left hand to the ground, take the right arm up and over. Find that side stretch, inhale, back to center, up and over, other side. Inhale to center, exhale over. Inhale, exhale over. Really reach and extend once more each side. Reach through your fingers, open up the side body. Other side. Coming back to center, let's take the arms nice and wide, soften your elbows, and on your inhale, we're sending the heart forward, taking the arms back. We lift through the chin. As you exhale, hollow the belly around the spine, reach forward, chin to chest. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, hollow round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, your timing and pace. Just a few more on your own. Deep breathing. Once more. Inhale. We'll come into a cross-legged or a comfortable seat on your mat, hands to the knees. We're going to take the right hand over to the left knee, take the left hand behind you for seated twist. We're using that hand behind us, that arm, like a kickstand for the spine, and we're going to pull against the knee to twist through the torso. So feeling this twist from your low spine, from your hips, all the way up through the crown of the head. We are wringing out the internal organs of the body, connecting to those deep internal organs like the pancreas and the spleen. Notice the subtle restriction of your breath in your twist. We're sending blood, oxygen, and energy from one side of the body to the other. One more breath. And as you inhale and come back to center, notice the blood returning to the spine, flushing and clearing and cleaning out. Let's come over to the other side. So we're using the right arm like your kickstand. Use the left hand to pull against the knee, find your twist. Lots of length on the inhale, find that twist on the exhale. Use your breath. Noticing sensation in the body. Good, 2 more breaths. One more breath. Back to center on the inhale. Just taking the legs in front of you, making sure you have some space behind you. If you need a sip of your tea, go ahead and take a sip. Inhale, let's lift the heart. And on the exhale, we're gonna roll all the way back onto the spine on the mat, pulling the knees over the chest. There we go. And we'll circle the knees here, grounding the sacrum. Changing direction to even out the movement. And then back to center, just squeezing the thighs over the belly for a moment, compressing the spine onto the ground, massaging the digestive organs. We can circle through the feet and open the ankles. And then lift the heels up toward the sky or ceiling and reach for your ankles or the outer edges of your feet, or even hold your big toes with your peace fingers. And we're gonna take the legs wide, pull the knees to the armpits, happy baby stretch. We can stay here or we can rock it side to side. And as you rock side to side, we may extend and reach through our heels a little bit more. It might feel best for you to just hold the backs of the thighs rather than coming up the legs. So find a position that allows your whole spine to be on the ground, your head on the ground. Opening up gently through the inner thighs, the hips, the hamstrings. And then back to center, we're gonna cross the right leg around the left. So crossing through the thighs, bending the knees, and then take your hands to your knees and slide them down the shins as far as they go. If you can get your ankles, that's great. Wherever you are, we're gonna pull the legs over the body and pull those feet to the outer edges of your mat. Opening and stretching through the glutes and the outer hips. Breathing here. Inhale, take the legs wide for a moment, and then we'll cross left thigh over right, and we'll come back into that nice butterfly stretch. Sliding the hands down the shins as far as they go, and then pulling the feet to the outer edges of your yoga mat. The thighs pull over the belly. Breathe into your hips. Taking the legs wide, happy baby. Maybe a little rock side to side. And then bring the legs together and lower the feet down onto the mat about hip distance apart. We can walk the heels in, arms down by your sides. Press your feet into the ground, and as you inhale, we're gonna lift into a bridge stretch, picking up our hips, pressing into the shoulder blades, lengthening the back of the neck. We might even be able to walk our shoulders a little more under the body or reach for our heels. This is about opening the back of the neck and releasing your shoulders to the floor. So any tension or tightness you need to let go of in the shoulders, let it fall into the ground. Pressing into your feet. And then exhale, carefully lower the spine back onto your mat. One vertebra at a time, reset, reground. Knees pulling over the chest. Take your arms wide. We're going to let the legs rock over to the right, coming all the way down into belly twist. You can keep the knees bent here, or you could extend through your top leg if you want a little more stretch, or you could also cross the legs. We might take our right hand to the left thigh and just gently press those legs down as we drop through the left shoulder. We could look to the left and maybe close our eyes, tuning into the inner sensation of the twist. So twists are a beautiful way to access the deep internal organs of the body and to detoxify, especially the liver. Subtly restricting the blood flow and then letting it return again on the inhale. As we come back to center, we can feel the blood returning, and then come over to the other side. Knees drop over to the left. We might take the left hand to the right thigh and gently press the legs down, or maybe you want to extend your top leg or cross the legs. Find your twist. Breathe into your body. Hopefully we are twisting out all those aches and pains in the body. Coming back to center on the inhale. So from here, we're going to come into a heart opening position. I'm going to show you fish pose, and then if that feels like a lot, then we'll come into a modification with our bolster. So here we're going to bring the legs all the way down, point the toes. Maybe you just want to watch first. But I'm going to press into the elbows and forearms and hands. And as I do that, imagine a string pulling my chest up to the sky or ceiling. Open up the throat and just let the top of the head gently touch the ground. The weight is in my forearms and in my elbows. I can open up through the chest, open up through the throat. So if that feels okay, we can come there, or we'll come into a position with our bolster. Bringing the bolster the width of the mat, and maybe the blanket actually there under the head for some support. And then we'll lie over the bolster with the blanket supporting us, opening up the heart in a more restorative and supported way. So you decide. We can bring the soles of feet together, knees open if you're in this more restorative variation. We'll just take a few breaths where you are. Opening the heart space. If you're still in your fish pose, you're going to gently exhale and kind of melt your body back into the mat. Those of you with your bolster, maybe stay a little bit longer. We can all come into a gentle reclined stretch, soles of feet together, knees open, and we may even bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. closing your eyes. If you're using your bolster like me and you'd like to come out of this position, you can come out of it now or you can stay in it for the duration of your Shavasana. That's up to you. We can keep the soles of feet together and knees open, or we can send our heels to the bottom of the mat. Eyes are closed and we'll just connect into the breath. As you breathe in, feel the sensation of the breath in the body, creating and cultivating space. As you breathe out, notice how the breath removes space, how the body surrenders to gravity. As you breathe in, we can visualize the inhale carrying prana into the body, into every single cell. As you breathe out, the body releases anything that isn't serving you. So any toxins out through the exhale. So we can visualize each inhale pulling prana, life force energy into the cells. Visualize the cells vibrating with this life force energy. And as you exhale, you're releasing through the breath anything that isn't serving the body. As we take these deeper breaths, we're pulling more oxygen into the cells and releasing more carbon dioxide out of the body, literally cleansing and healing. So let's continue this deep breathing, visualizing prana, healing the body with each breath in, cleansing with each breath out. See if you can bring all your attention and focus to this breath, the sensation of it in the body, and this visualization of prana. Let's take 3 more breaths here. As you take your next inhale, let's gently ground down through the feet, bend the knees, and we'll roll over to our right or left side. Take a moment on your side, stay as long as you like, and when you're ready, you can press up off the ground and come to your comfortable seat. You're welcome to sit on your bolster. All right, we'll just take a few centering breaths here to close the practice and tune in to how we feel. So closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and just noticing how you feel in this moment, in your body, noticing the quality of your breath. Let's take one more breath in and out. Opening the eyes. I hope you enjoyed that practice. I hope it was valuable for you and you feel a little better in your body. Thanks for joining.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying what we're sharing, please give us a like, and you can also subscribe to this channel below.
And if you want to follow us along on this journey, you can find us at kin.co or on Instagram at kinsight.